What's up, everybody? Welcome to Off the Rails, a recovery podcast dedicated to ending the stigma of addiction through open discussion on all things recovery related. My name is Mark, and with me always are Dave and Jared. Shooting the sober shit. What's up, fellas? How was your week? Let's do a little check-in.
Good. Always good when you're sober. No, I just hit some meetings and worked and did some podcast stuff and hung out with my family. Pretty good weekend.
Any highs and lows?
Let me lows. Not really any lows, no. It's been a good week. I don't know. All my weeks are blending together. I can't even remember any highs anymore. Everything's just great.
You're just riding the wave, eh?
Yeah, riding a huge one.
That's been a big wave.
Yeah, it's been a 3-month one.
Good stuff.
4 months. 4 months. Just about 4 months.
Oh yeah, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
Time's flying here. How about you, Mark? How was your week, brother?
My week was solid, buddy. Really motivated this week. Super pumped from the feedback from the episodes. It was awesome having Brandon on here, and just like really motivated about this podcast, and look forward to continuing to create. And other than that, man, no lows. Been doing a meeting a day. And that's it for me, man. How about yourself?
Same, man. It was good week. Couple meetings, which was nice. High would just be the podcast stuff, kind of not working right now, so having some time to do things for that and kind of focus on something, and has been nice. Man, low would maybe be my grandma. My grandma had a fall the other day, so she's gonna have surgery tomorrow, so wishing her well. She's 96 and she broke her hip, so big surgery tomorrow, so obviously family's all kind of wanted that all to go well. And couple good interviews we had. Brandon's will be aired this Thursday, right? In 2 days, I guess.
Yeah.
2 days. 4 days. Tuesday or Thursday.
Sorry about your grandmother first. And then I didn't mean like that. I don't know why it came out the way that did, but I'm sorry about your grandmother. And
no, I appreciate it.
We'll be having a bunch of videos released this week, really, which is pretty awesome. 3 of our live stories tomorrow. Brandon's Thursday, right?
Or Tuesday.
Well, technically, this is going to be airing in a week and a day. So.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
we're recording now for like a week's time, which is we're on the ball over here.
Yeah, just want to make sure we're staying on it.
Yeah,
I'm not.
It's good. It's tough to keep track.
I'm lost.
Why do you always call your brain?
Like mush.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Mashed potatoes. Yeah, that's it.
Or that. Yeah, it's getting a little bit better. Starting to harden up a bit.
Yeah, nice. Good stuff.
Man. So, do you have any takeaways from Brandon's? Either of you guys, from anything that after listening to it, you want to dive into a little more, or?
I can't believe how much better he looks than when we first saw him.
Oh,
it's wild.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude.
Yeah.
I had a couple takeaways. Like he's just like a well-spoken young man. I liked how he talked about, for takeaways for listeners, struggling with addiction. He kind of went in depth about, difference between in-depth and, or not in-person and outpatient programs. He favored one over the other, but to me, like, it doesn't, you got to find kind of what works for you. So basically there's outpatient programs it kind of sounds explanatory, but when I was in active addiction, I didn't have a fucking clue what either one were. I knew it as like rehab, but in inpatient programs, you're actually going into a facility, living there, eating there, staying there, learning there. Whereas outpatient program, you're, living at home. Seems pretty straightforward, but, for the listeners out there, there are several options available.
I tried it. Sorry, Dave. I tried
No.
like somewhat of an outpatient program, and I was calling in drunk. So that didn't work for me, but I'm sure it does work for other people.
Yeah, I only know the one that, the route that I took, but for me, so far it's worked. I just think if you think you have an issue and you haven't gotten there yet, to white knuckling it for, just because you think you can do a month without drinking is definitely not an avenue to take for, the rest of your life. So if you can figure it out earlier, and like, if you think you have an issue and maybe you've got a month, then that's great. And maybe then, try to go talk to somebody and then get some help as well. So, I mean, I don't know. Not everyone has like the ability to go do, rehab or anything like that too. So for me, it just timing of it kind of worked. And, you don't really realize that you're there to like the little things, getting off social media and not having your phone around for, basically a month is fucking awesome. And I recommend that for anyone, not even if you have a drug or drinking problem, like just,
yeah, it's nice to refresh your brain. I like it so much. I haven't been back. I still got those accounts, but I don't have access to them, and I can't get on haven't been on since May.
Yeah, I stayed off everything for a bit, but it's slowly crept back in. But you got to be careful though, because like what you see on there can fuck you up a little bit too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit different mindset when you're on it, I think. You kind of change your values for it. Well, we were talking about, I guess, like the different programs and, kind of finding what works for you. And I look forward to kind of bringing like what's available to people, so showing them, explaining to them the difference between, inpatient, outpatient programs, like talking about the different types of groups available and help available for you. So that's kind of what I want to get into for them. Do you guys feel that way?
Yeah, I think it'd be great to be able to. Our whole thing is new, so we don't know. We're hopefully we'll have the whole range of different people that are kind of listening, right? People that are going through recovery already, have already done that, but then some people that haven't maybe reached out yet. So yeah. I think if we can provide some information and having listeners provide their feedback too, even if they don't want to be on here, maybe write a little story about kind of maybe what worked for them, and if they're okay with us posting it on Instagram or whatever, that might be great as well, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
The even like a bunch of those work differently for other people. Like I personally am a fan of AA. I think that helps me. But there's the Smart Recovery, which is like a science-based recovery.
Yeah.
And AA is kind of like a faith-based recovery program. I haven't tried Smart Recovery. I just wasn't really into I don't know. I'm into the AA.
We should do a full episode, hey, just explaining the differences between the two. I think that'd be cool.
I think so. I think it'd be great. And I really enjoyed our Smart Recovery sessions we had at Newgate. Those were some of my favorite favorite ones, but I'm in the same boat as Jared. I haven't done any of the smart recovery since being out. I say I'm going to, but I've just been going to AA meetings as well. So I wouldn't mind jumping on there and kind of checking that out as well, just as like an extra, piece to add into the repertoire of recovery, I guess. And if I don't like it, then I gas it. If I like it, then great.
Yeah, you got to try what works for you. Like I've tried so many different NA groups, and I found several that work for me that like I actually take things away from, and I kind of stick with that. Anything else you guys take away from Brandon's interview?
Well, one thing for me too, I just thought of now was how much of a family guy, and family's so important. Like the farm has been passed down, his grandfather to his father, and how quickly that relationship kind of slipped when he was using, right, where he didn't even want to work at the farm anymore. He went and worked at another farm, and I mean that's kind of like to your values and that kind of thing, how quick you kind of lose those or give those away, right? I don't know how you guys feel about that, and you don't even realize sometimes like when it's happening.
Oh yeah, I related to that big time. Like being in business with my dad, our relationship kind of just like got ripped apart. Really, like from where we were. Like, dude was my best friend, and then like he's looking at me not really knowing who I am. So that kind of hit home with me. But now working on rebuilding those relationships, which is good, and I really like that about him as well. And he's working on those relationships, which is super awesome.
Crazy how quick they fall apart, though.
Yeah, and it got to be frustrating for them.
I think like it hurts it. I think it even hurts or people around you more than it even hurts you at some points.
Oh fuck, man.
Yeah,
we had that discussion before, hey, because like they don't have the opportunity to be able to use and like numb their emotions, right? Like they're fucking going through, they got to deal with it, right?
Yeah, like I felt so bad with Bree. She was going through cancer and dealing with me as a drunk. Like, anyways, I'm lucky she's still around.
My sister had a suggestion where we could like bring on family members and like talk to them about it too, and I think it was an excellent idea. Basically see from their viewpoints, like how they were feeling while we were in active addiction.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah. I mean, I know with myself, I hit it a lot from my family, and my parents after told me like they knew something was going on. They knew that something was up, but they didn't know it was my drinking was as bad as it was. They just thought I was really depressed or whatever. And then like not. So things too, like not sharing that with my family, my sisters and stuff like that. Like, I can hurt even afterwards. Like they kind of feel hurt that they don't think that I can trust them or have like the confidence that to go and talk to them, which isn't true. It just it's embarrassing, right? You're embarrassed and you don't really want to go on up to it, right? So, but I can see how that they could feel that way too. Like, so all sorts of ways I think it can kind of fester on the family and what they're thinking. Fester, you like that word? Fester.
Beautiful.
I don't even know if that's
I don't know. Just looking around.
I think I think it works.
Yeah. Works for me. What else is working for me is that poster behind you. It's not a poster, it's a painting. Sorry, second time. That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's that's I don't remember what the shop is called. That's from Merrickville, Ontario. Got that the day before.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, yeah, downtown. There's only a few shops, so you should be able to find it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you go downtown Merrickville, you will find that shop.
Yeah, I got a lot of trouble for buying that. We weren't supposed to go into the shops, and
Did you get caught?
when I was leaving, so I brought it in. I brought it into like the basement, and then the next day when I was leaving, I had all my stuff in the front hall, and we already got in trouble for having t-shirts made, and then they saw that painting, and they're like, "When'd you get this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yesterday." I'm like, "I'm leaving. See you later."
You can do it, kick me out.
I did feel like I was in daycare at some points there. Like,
Well, man, sorry.
if you, but we remember we got those same t-shirts that one day when we got the hats, Dave. Me and
Oh,
Mark
yeah.
were wearing them.
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, "Oh, you guys just randomly have the same t-shirt."
That was a sweet Megadeth t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're responsible for
Oh yeah.
some not very,
Responsible people.
Yeah. We're- yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for COVID, like what we were doing was completely fine, like going into the stores and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But whatever. That's it. We don't condone that.
Plus, we're getting drug tests and pee tests and breathalyzed all the time, anyways. So
I think that was just you.
Yeah.
Just
Probably.
kidding.
Fuck, man.
How you guys been sleeping lately? Are you guys have a routine going, or you've been sleeping pretty good?
It's beautiful having a sleep schedule, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Like I've been sleeping shitty, but continually to have using dreams. You mentioned you had one.
Yeah, I had one the other day. I woke up at like 2:30. It's the first one in like a couple weeks for me, because I was saying last time I had like a sobriety dream like the week before, which was I don't know, fine. But then I had a using one again. I don't remember the detail. I woke up at 2:30 and went to the bathroom and then went back to bed. I don't really remember too much. I just know that I was drinking. I was having some beers. Yeah, we're good.
I think I have them pretty well every night. That's terrible.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
But I talked to someone about that, and they were like, "Yeah, you're emotionally drunk," like some old timer. I thought that was kind of interesting.
What do you mean emotionally drunk? What does that mean?
I don't know, in your brain, emotions. I have no idea.
Yeah, still fucking.
I don't really get it that much.
Yeah, I'd like to know why. I would love for someone to tell me why I have them all the time. I fucking hate them.
Well, make a note there. We got someone on. Explain that. It's above my pay grade.
I think it's crazy that when I have them, I wake up feeling hungover. It's the weirdest thing ever.
I like wake up and I'm happy every morning because they're not real, which is nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so shitty to dream about that every night. Remember it?
No, just doing having those beers in your sleep and then waking up. It was horrible.
Wasn't real.
Yeah. Oh man, it's like an emotional roller coaster, and I don't love it.
What do you do right before? I don't know if I should ask
Like
this question. Yeah. Do you journal?
I meditate, buddy.
Yeah.
You're not watching The Dirt and Blow or any of those movies before bed, are you?
No, there's certain movies I can't watch, man. Oh man, I watched The Dirt. Oh yeah, The Dirt was hard to watch, man.
Good movie.
Oh, it's a
Hard to
fucking
watch.
awesome movie, man. The only time I watched it, I was just getting fucked up, and like
Oh.
the first part of the movie was really fun getting fucked up, and the second part was brutal. But now I wouldn't be able to watch it, man. It's fucking hard. It's a good movie though.
It's like every movie that I watch, there's booze in it, and that's probably why I dream about it too, because I see it.
Yeah. Oh man, you got to deal with the commercials too, man.
Yeah, there's no commercials of people just railing huge lines or anything.
No, thankfully, that is great. What do you guys do when a commercial comes on?
Just-
He closes his eyes. Shit.
What's that, Chair?
Said I lick my lips.
I haven't watched a ton of TV
I'm just kidding.
the
by the
last
way.
little while. I'm just trying to think.
I don't actually do that.
Watching some football lately. That's about it.
Yeah, shit with the Bengals.
Oof.
What a year to become a Bengals fan.
Yeah, just so everyone's clear, I became a Bengals fan in mid-October. It wasn't like last week or anything.
Yeah, I've been a Bengals fan since October.
Yeah.
Say what you
Jamar
want.
Chase.
Mhm. Yeah, shout out Jamar Chase, shout out Joe Burrows. It's been a good run.
Absolutely.
So you got that painting in Merrickville?
Yeah. I did. It's I love it. Just put it up tonight.
How did you guys feel posting that first video?
Well, I'm
Good.
gonna be honest with you. Posting the intro, it was cool listening. Like, got some good feedback and like people like supportive or whatever. I haven't really put it out to a lot of people I know. Like most of my family and stuff still hasn't really seen it or know about it. So I got to do that like tonight, probably after this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just can't. It's one of those things that I'm not. It's not that I'm embarrassed about it anymore. It's more just that it hasn't come up in conversation. Like my sisters know and everything. It's more my nieces, my nephews, that kind of thing. Where you know they're 20, 21, 22, 16. So it's not something that, you know, and they don't live in the same city. So it's not something that's going to come up
Yeah.
all the time when we're catching up. Right. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but man, I think you want to tell anything about people that reached out to you? Like, I know like the messaged, or they'll get into it, or
Man, the support and like nice messages that we have been getting is incredible. One of my good buddies from back home, he reached out to me, which was fucking awesome. Like talking about how they're proud and it's a great idea. And, and I find getting that support from people has been incredible. I know that we're doing something cool here, and I think that's great, man. People I haven't talked to in ages, like, showing their support for it. And we're very thankful for that. Jared, how have you been finding it?
Yeah, just I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. It was a little bit of I was a little anxious when it got posted to watch it, but watched it and it was pretty dope, I found. So
I was too. And then my mom told me she was proud of me, and it was really sweet.
oh,
Yeah, she tells me she's proud.
Mama's boy.
Yeah,
yeah. My parents put it on the intro, and I had to leave the room. I was like, I can't hear my own voice. I'm like,
How can they not be
gotta get
proud
out.
of you? You're
Dude,
not
you
a
got a
raging.
sweet voice.
Yeah, everyone hates their own voice.
Yeah, mine's the worst.
No, man, I like it.
Thanks,
How can they not be proud of you? You're not a raging cokehead anymore.
Thank you, Jay.
Oh,
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. I think the amount of sports just kind of like reinsuring that, like, I feel like we're on the right track to, helping some people either go through it or get help or things like that. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of nice feeling.
I find too, this helps me as well. And as long as it at least helps one other person, then I'm happy with that. I enjoy it. So
yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's been motivating me. Been reading, learning more about addiction daily. It's been cool, and those are all great things.
Absolutely.
All right.
Any plans for the week or what?
Woo! Good question. That is, Jared, you got to start that one off because I got to think about my plans for this week. Blocked.
Work meetings, family time, stay sober, do some podcast stuff. Nothing too crazy.
Very nice.
How you guys?
Myself, I'm looking forward to hockey starting back up. Both coaching and my own hockey, my men's pickup, which got shut down back in like mid-November. I was basically back from rehab for like a week. Got one game in. So
though, Dave.
No, that's a good point. It's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah, that's a high risk.
Games in March.
Oh yeah, you got to come through and make sure you come through on a Tuesday.
Sure.
It's not you're not going to be impressed. But the kids I coach, you might be more impressed by them. It's a little more organized. They play more structure than the men's pickup do. But yeah, that's a good point, Jared. High risk trigger situation for sure. For me is hockey. After hockey, having beers. The one nice thing I will say though is I used to be a big thing for having beers in the dressing room. So COVID has helped with that, where there's no beers in the room anymore. There's a bar upstairs at the rink I play at, but I know I'm not going up there. Maybe, sometime down the road, but I'm not testing myself. I know I'd be fine going up like week one, but it's more about like getting in that habit and then, going up there again and again and again. And then eventually,
you don't want to accidentally having a pint in your hand.
Yeah. You're putting yourself in a slippery slope situation.
Yeah. Best to stay away.
Yeah. You shouldn't make it easy.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I found it hard walking through the airport. To be honest, I found that a tough scenario. I didn't think I would at all, but like all the bars there and you're just like killing time. You're just like, fuck.
You weren't really an alcoholic though, but if you do drink, then that probably will fuck you up and you'll do something stupid.
Yeah, well, it might not be that time, right? But
yeah,
they say 800% more likely to relapse if you drink. So like it wouldn't be that time, but then I'd be like, oh fuck man, I could handle a beer. And then sometime I'd go have a beer and then I'd be on the phone trying to,
yeah.
Just why even put myself in that situation?
No.
And you're trying to get shredded right now too, so there's no point having beers.
I got all the calories I can right now. It's not easy getting shredded. It's been an ongoing battle, but I'm gonna come out on top of the getting shredded battle.
Yes.
All right, guys.
All right.
Do you have anything else to talk about on this episode of Shooting the Sober Shit?
Not for myself.
Be kind.
Ooh, I like that. That's what my mug says in the morning with a B on it. All right, guys, if you or someone would like to be a guest on our show, hit us up on our information down below and follow us on our social media at Off the Rails Recovery. Thank you all for listening.